Hello everyone, welcome back to Ace Combat Zero, the Belkan War. Last time we played, last week, we started a brand new campaign because this had no save data. And you guys voted on starting with the Mercenary path. Um, so we made it through Mission 9. We destroyed Excalibur. And now we're ready for Mission 10, Mayhem, and we've basically been forced to use the F5 Tiger and the Mitsubishi F1 because we can't afford anything else. We did manage to get the SU-37, but we can't afford any weapons for it yet. And Mission 10, Mayhem. 1200 hours, May 28th, 1995. B7R.
Orders have come in for an emergency sortie. A major air engagement is taking place as we speak between Belkan and the Allied forces near the border, in the B7R airspace, which Belka is committed to defend at all costs. B7R, commonly known as the Round Table, has long been a symbol of Belka's political, military, and industrial might.
I don't know why.
However, at noon today, along with its lightning-quick commencement of Operation Battle Axe, the Allied forces officially announced the permanent abrogation of its non-aggression treaty at the Assembly of Nations, and simultaneously
Gesundheit.
attacked B-7R with a massive fighter squadron. This mission may be our chance to finally end the Belkan War once and for all.
Oh yeah, good
I
luck
wish
with
you
that.
luck.
All right. So, add start in 40 seconds. So let's, guess briefly go over what we've got so far. Aircraft data. Our 4 aircraft, we have the 3 starters. The F5 Tiger 2, we've used it for 4 sorties out of the 9 we've flown so far. So that's 44.44%. And we destroyed 171 or 17 targets with it. We haven't used the Draken at all because I hate the Draken. It just looks stupid. And it doesn't fly very well. Yeah, I know I'm gonna have to fly it during the showcase, but whatever. Then we've got the F1 attacker, Mitsubishi F1. We used it. It's the track and trigger autism. No. It's more or less just it's symmetrical, I'll give it that. I just the intakes look derpy to me. And then from the top it looks like a rectangle. It doesn't look like it should fly. Also, welcome, Cross. But yeah, we've destroyed 221 targets with the F1. And then our newest fighter, which we've used once, we got 33 targets destroyed, is the SU-37 Terminator. But yeah, we just got this one. We destroyed Excalibur with it. We're going to be taking it from Mayhem once the ads go away. I'm hoping after Mayhem we can get a freaking special weapon for it. We are solidly in the Mercenary camp. Total targets destroyed 391. 73 of those are air targets. 318 are ground targets. TGT's destroyed. Cypher has destroyed 371 versus Pixie's 20. Air targets is 62 to 11. Ground targets 309 to 9. And we've both done 9 sorties. Alright, we're back. But just to make sure, SP weapon. Okay, so we could get the worthless napalm bomb if we wanted to. Or we can hope for an FAEB. I would much rather work for the FAEB. That makes most sense. This can't be. A Cypher starts as a knight, goes all the way to the Mercenary, comes Schwartz. So, career soldier. Interesting choice. I have not ever heard knight to merc to soldier before. Pixie needs to step it up if he wants to get paid. I know, right? Welcome, Zakale. My headcanon is he starts out as a full-blown merc, then slowly makes his way to soldier and ends as a soldier. I don't think Cypher, or at least in my headcanon, he never makes it to knight. Because in my view, knights have a lot of pride, at least in the lore. And I get the feeling that the Belkan War breaks Cypher. So he's resigned to do his duty and nothing more. Except for maybe atone for his mistakes. But anyway. When we eventually do the cannon run, this mission will be the last one where we'll be mercenary. Because after this, we'll start going towards soldier. Welcome, Floof. Yes, I said duty. Get your mind out of the gutter.
40% of Allied air forces are already lost. Damn it, there's too many of them. We can't handle them all. Where are the reinforcements? Time to dive into the fireworks. I've never been in an aerial battle of this scope before.
Yeah, the only mercs worth their salt are gall.
Aircraft, return to base. Still no reinforcements from base. If we didn't get here, we can put an end to this all at once. Another plane's been shot down. The round table, nothing special. I'll take care of things.
Oh, shit. Hold on. I forgot to switch my controller profile. Let me do that real quick. There we go. That was better. Hold on. Section my thought process. The reason why he starts as knight is because he's young and has a sense of ending the war to save people. But as he fights alongside Pixie, that pride turns to greed, turning him into the demon lord. However, witnessing the 7 nukes shook him to his core, not to mention Pixie's betrayal would have an effect on him. PJ would partially be responsible for putting him on the soldier path, but him fighting Pixie would pretty much solidify it. Okay, that makes sense. So you're going with Cypher starting the war as a wide-eyed idealist like PJ. Okay.
IF methods confirmed. It's go. The reinforcement team is go.
I mean, that does feed into my other headcanon about Cypher.
Still gotta get the job done. Mercenary in his place. Don't give up. It's not over yet. I'll shoot him down and make a name for myself. You don't have what it takes to fly in the round table.
Neutralized. You're dead.
The enemy threat level is down. Continue to engage. Wizard 1 here. The enemy has broken formation. Take him out. Murray, can you read me? Looks like you still got the touch. It's happening just as you thought. It's about time we got out of this dead-end job. Not just yet. Woo-ha! Get a good eyeful of this flying. Let it sink in.
PJ, you're writing. Your mouth is writing checks your body can't cash. Neutralized doesn't sound like a full paycheck. Exactly, Zakale. Oh. Yeah, you're not going home.
Sorcerer 1 to all units. That's the go team. Watch and alert.
Papa needs his FABs, and he ain't getting them if he's letting neutralized targets go home.
Air Force can do. Enemy is fired, boys. Headed straight this way. The commander's plane is on. Follow chain of command. They're attacking without mercy. They plan on burning everything. That's still mercenary. Stand him. He's turning the tide of battle in their favor.
Aw, poor baby. Are you not good enough to handle little old me? Sucks to suck, don't it?
I've never seen anything like it.
Sorry, I think Merc Cypher would be full of himself. And would be totally down for the trash talking.
Wizard 1 to all units. Belkan's days are over. Let's wrap this up. Calls revived our front line. Those mercenaries are gonna get all the credit again.
Oh yeah. I gotta make a living somehow.
I fight for peace. That's what I'm up here for.
That's like screwing for virginity.
Fighting for peace. Tons of blood is being shed on the ground. Some peace, kid. And I'm here to put an end to that.
So it's-
You think you can stop bloodshed by shedding more
Oh yeah, no, definitely.
all those ideals swimming around in your head is gonna get you.
A full-blown Merc's heart will be further hardened by Pixie. Pixie's betrayal. A soldier will be shaken but will do his duty. And a knight might not trust anyone else ever again.
Escaping craft is
Damn
headed this way.
mercenaries. Welcome, Starscream.
Fine. Don't let your guard down. Another one's coming. That plane. Is that the vulture? There's an annoying
Oh, sorry.
fly in the enemy. All right, change of plans.
Oh, he's gonna be good.
Let's go. Hunt him down. Warning, the enemy's locked on.
Not good enough.
That Helldiver's flying a little strange. I wonder why. Fox 2. Missile launched. Fox 2.
Fucking flying bricks.
Missed. Warning, the enemy's tracking you on radar. Golem 1, missile evaded.
I know it shook me when I was fully confused when I saw him moving into weapons envelope and had 98% hull damage. It only took 2 bullets from Pixie to down me at first. Oh, damn, that sucks.
Watch out, the enemy's locked onto you. Feeling a bit scared? Afraid? That's just death lurking around. Those mercenaries smell of money and death. They're nothing but vultures scavenging for profit through the blood of others. Fox 2. Missile launched. Miss the target. Watch out, the enemy's locked onto you. Missile hit. There's two who stand out from the rest. Target the leader. Watch out, the enemy's tracking you on radar.
Oh, no shit!
About half the Belkan fighters have been shot down. You can win this.
Was there ever any doubt?
Another aircraft? Who shot it down? Demon Antonio. So that pilot is the Demon Lord? All planes, we don't have time to go game hunting out here. What the hell happened? Missile hit.
What do you mean, what the hell happened?
Locked on.
What the hell happened is you suck.
Golem 1, missile launched.
Alright, we're gonna leave that one. And we're gonna go after some of these green targets.
Copy that.
Because we're gonna, you know, increase our score. I mean, paycheck.
Locked on. Watch out, the enemy's tracking you on radar.
Because I've got the missiles to spare. Vultures never last. Meanwhile, that Schwartz guy's like, where are you going? I've got a job to finish. Ooh, aces. Gotta kill these guys.
Gun range. Locked on. Target hit.
What happened? You entered my airspace.
Watch out, the enemy's tracking you on radar. Golem 1, Fox 2.
Alright. 2 more. Meanwhile, that poor Schwartz guy's just like, oh my god, let me kill you! No! I'm gonna kill your friends and then kill you. That's how little I think of you. You're not worth my time. Fox said it's not you keep up. I know, right? Either I'm tapping into demonic powers or this guy's an idiot. Not Pixie, the Schwartz guy. Hey, there's Heartbreak 1.
Radar lock. Target hit. Dom 1, missile launched. Shoot on the target.
Alright. Heartbreak 1, go find your, thing. Get back here, demon! Must avenge my squadron! Stop running, coward!
Radar lock.
Fine, you wanna play with me? I'll play with you. You'll live to regret it.
Just snagged a bandit. The demon is born of the realm chief. All targets within combat airspace are dead.
Now, hopefully that will be enough to get me my goddamn fireball.
Yo, buddy. You still
Which,
alive?
ironically, is gonna be perfect for the next mission.
We were victorious in the B-7R engagement. The round table is finally toppled. According to our reports, the squadron led by that enemy ace in the Foxhound was the one designated to intercept and destroy fleeing aircraft. Thanks to you, our forces' morale is skyrocketing.
And my paycheck has skyrocketed. Yeah. 31. Make 31 colors and make 21 biz colors. And a new addition to the assault record. A lot of new additions to the assault record.
My pulse raced at the astounding accomplishments of the mercenary known as Demon Lord. I forgot about my job and read everything I had on hand.
I really like Cypher's emblem.
Around the time Demon
Golem
Lord
Team's
received his
emblem.
nickname, South Belka showed signs of weariness regarding the war. Because the region was set up as a defense line to protect the birthplace of Belka in the north, the people's dissatisfaction had reached a climax. The cities declared themselves demilitarized and peacefully surrendered to the Allied forces. Unable to establish a defensive position, the Belkan army kept retreating to the north. The end of the war was fast approaching.
I've got a question.
I was given an opportunity to interview the former aces of the Belkan Air Force. Back then, they were the masters of the sky, and they had also known him. So I crossed the border to follow his trail. I wanted to capture the war and the Demon Lord from their point of view. To capture the voices of those who were there.
Interview number 1. A pilot that lives by pride. University of
Brought Team
Dinsmark.
Commander,
Belka.
former member of the Belkan Air Force, 2nd Air Division, 52nd Tactical Fighter Squadron, Detlef Fleischer, also known as the Red Swallow. With his skill and demeanor, he was practically a poster boy for the armed forces. Today, he is a professor of history at the University of Dinsmark.
I love these interviews.
Back then, I was bursting with pride. I wanted to lead us to victory, for Belka's honor. Staying where it was nice and warm wouldn't accomplish anything. My flight's mission was to maintain air superiority in Area B-7R, an essential area that we couldn't allow to be violated. That day, when I heard the order from HQ for reinforcements, I became angry. The station force was in chaos because of just 2 mercenaries. There was no way the mighty Belkan Air Force could lose to mere mercenaries. My pride was shot, and the round table was defiled. What went wrong? Whatever it may be, the fact remains I was forced to walk a different path in life than the one I had envisioned.
Interview number 2, The Fallen. Directus Ustio, 13 September
Galtines number
2005.
2, former member of the Belkan Air Force, 5th Air Division, 23rd Tactical Fighter Squadron, Rainer Altman. He flew the skies of Directus during the capital's liberation, and he's still there to this day.
I met him above this very sky. I can still hear the sound of the missile alerts from that day. I received an order to fly to Directus on my way back from an intercept mission on the southern defense line. The order itself wasn't unusual. We kept being deployed from
Yeah,
one
Detloff
mission to
does
the
not
next
like
without
losing.
receiving even the basic maintenance. But the situation was the same all around. We were late reaching the operational space. The station squadrons
Yeah,
had already
you always
retreated,
get Gil
and
interview.
warning bells were going off in the city. And the people were looking up to his plane. High above
Just
the
like you
sky.
also always get the Espada.
He
interview.
pursued me relentlessly. As soon as I thought I'd shook him off, there he was again. The never-ending sound of the missile alerts put fear in my heart for the first time.
And Bringer of Death, Alred,
This man was
Osea,
head of the
September
command
22nd,
and was known as the
2005.
Schwartz Team Commander, Dominik Zubov, former member of the Belkan Air Force, 13th Night Fighter Air Division, 6th Tactical Fighter Squadron. He fled after the final battle in order to avoid prosecution for various war crimes. He is still on the run and being hunted as an escaped killer.
Sorry about the accommodations. Goes with the business. I'm not active during the day. Back then, I was a shadow assassin, an escapee killer. Given the order, I'd even shoot down my own comrades. I received an order to take down deserting craft on that day. It was a typical assignment. But something unexpected happened. My target was no new recruit, but a top ace of the Belkan Air Force.
Yep,
Just
he's
let the
Yuktabanian.
Run straight into the chaos at the round table.
He is a Belkan
The
merc.
man was sharp, just like the rumors.
But that wasn't the problem. The problem was that the mercenary team of Solo Wing and him were there. Thanks to them, I lost my target.
He lost
I
more
figured
than
the
that.
least I could do was take them down in return. Of course, that was where my luck ran out.
Every time I flew with him, his skill stood out. He was unstoppable. It didn't matter where the battlefield was. The man had complete trust in his own powers. He was born for battle. A demon lord who struck down all opposition. He paid no heed to the troubles of those who flew with him. Before long, everyone had taken notice of him. More and more would show up to watch him go off on sortie. Mercenaries or maintenance crew, it didn't matter. People wanted to burn his image to their memories. Hell, they weren't the only ones.
The Inferno, Operation Cannibal, 2310 hours, June 1st, 1995, Hofnug. Dresden. Sorry, what was that?
The Belkan forces are beginning to take flight. The industrial city of Hofnug is crucial to the enemy's industrial strategy and the heart of its war productions. The Allied forces have decided that all Belkan war production must be stopped to expedite the end of the war, and has requested our participation in this operation. The operation will primarily involve the bombing of ground facilities by the Allied forces' bombers. Your mission is to support those bombers and attack enemy facilities. We have achieved near total air supremacy over the target area, but don't let your guard down. There may still be sporadic resistance.
So yeah, this will be just a simple strategic bombing raid with precision bombing attacks. Just north of Sudantur, yeah. raising it out. I don't know what you're talking about. By the way, can I get fire weapons now? For no reason? Hey! I can! Why would I want to bring fire weapons onto a mission called Inferno? I don't know. Why? Stop asking stupid questions. Okay. So I got a lot of money to go. I'm gonna get the wyvern. Yes, this is best. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm gonna change the color to that. Then even nothingness was not, nor existence. There was no air then, nor the heavens beyond it. What covered it? Where was it? In whose keeping? Was there then cosmic water in the depths unfathomed?
Burning city up ahead. That must mean the bombing started. Cover the Allied bombers. Eliminate all ground and aerial threats. Let's move.
No return line, okay.
To all bombers, remove Belkan's ability to counterattack. Priority is placed on destruction over accuracy. Radar lock.
Hey, our bombing is extremely accurate. Every bomb we drop always hits the ground.
They're just tossing bombs all over the place. Sam destroyed.
Welcome, Sovereign, to an ad.
Radar lock.
Also, I got my fireballs. Just in time for, you know, the mission that involves a shit ton of fire.
AA guns destroyed. Locked on. Attention Allied fighters. Narcotic units advancing to Sector 2. Some Falcon planes are giving us trouble. Take down those planes for us. A tomahawk just hit the city. Are those guys serious? This is PJ. Something strange is going on down there. The number of burning areas just suddenly increased.
Hey, if the Belkans burn everything, what'll be left from me? Says Mercenary Cypher. Raz is appalled by this, but you know. You guys wanted the Merc path, so here we go.
Mercenaries? Well, we appreciate the help. We'll be moving on.
By the way, how many flares do we have? Because we might want to save the last flare for 0. Oh, little yellow targets. Hello. Well, I'm gonna have to get to you later. And by later, I mean now.
Get out of harm's zone. We don't have anything more to do here.
Who said you could leave the party?
All facilities in the main sector have been destroyed. Damn those Allied forces.
You're not allowed to leave the party.
I've been hit. The tower's out. I'm going down.
Fuck you.
Belkan has fallen to the Allied forces. I'm taking a direct hit. I can't hold up.
Yay, so I've got a watch streak.
How are we supposed to do that? We're carrying a wounded soldier.
Alright, looks like we've got incoming fighters. Foul! How the fuck are you supposed to pronounce that? Alright, I think there's no more ground targets, so there we go.
The flames are spreading. Belkan City's gonna burn to the ground.
Silent P. Okay. So foul.
Move to the left and drop the payload. The city's going up in flames.
Yeah. Because they are using incendiaries.
Learn to accept it, kid. This is war. You expect me to believe that arson and indiscriminate bombing is war? There's no mercy in war. It's a collision of powers. Even war has a set of rules to follow.
Tell that to the Canadians.
I've detected an
Oh wait,
The blip is barely visible.
who would these strange real Canadians be?
They'll pay for what they've done to Belkan.
I only mentioned the Canadians because, you know, most of the Geneva Conventions were based off of what Canadians did in World War I. You know, like you're not supposed to throw food to the enemy and then follow it up with a grenade.
I'm being targeted. I can't shake him.
Maria, nice fucking till you get into work. Alright, yeah, I can see it. And Maria are strange reals Canadians. Why are B2s here? Or are they trying to blow up what we already blew up? Scorched Earth, huh? Okay. I can live with that.
Down all Belkan fighters.
Rise the sign, reading FML in one hand and a boombox in another. Oh. Oh no. Welcome, Ross.
Join up with Fifth Company from Block C. Don't leave anything behind for the Allied forces. Mission objective fulfilled. All units, return to base. Damn them all.
Nobody knew why they were fighting anymore. All I felt at that point
Place
was
is
sadness
boombox on
for the
floor.
world.
Place world on fire. Oh god.
That's why I...
Alright, and next mission, nothing bad will ever happen.
Pursued
Also,
by
let's see how
Allied
many
forces,
innocents,
the Belkan forces have taken flight,
I mean yellow
abandoning
targets,
Hoffman.
got killed.
Without military production capabilities, Belka is in a bind. We were also able to
I mean, if we
confiscate
weren't
samples of what
max
seemed
on the
to be
mercenary
experimental
rank
weapons
by
from the
now,
abandoned war factory.
this
Before
mission would
Belka
have
had time to use them.
solidly put us there. Crystal Kingdom denies the request. Ha! Yeah, we spared no targets. Burn them all. Burn Belka to the ground. New addition to the assault records. Stage of the Apocalypse. Operation Ravage, 1450 hours, June 6th, 1995, Waldreich. Nothing bad will happen in a mission called Stage of the Apocalypse, right?
Although fleeing, the Belkan army continues to fight back and are using the Waldreich Mountains as a final line of defense.
That's right,
in an attempt to
Waldreich.
prevent our army from reaching northern Belka. For this mission, we would like you to assist the Allied ground troops by clearing the skies of enemy fighters. The South Belka munitions factory is located in Sudentor, which means the remaining troops, although few in number, are well outfitted. Head to the designated operations rendezvous location, point 203.
All right. I love how they don't even give you anything here as to what your expected targets might be. You gotta guess. The only clue you have is the fact that bombers appeared in the mini thing there. All right. So I'm missing that much. Okay. Let's check up on our assault records real quick. All right. Dominic Zubov, Schwartz leader, from Yuktabanya. Missing in action from May 29th, 1995, Operation Battle Axe. Assigned to the 13th Night Fighter Air Division, 6th Tactical Fighter Squadron, and feared by even by Allied forces throughout the war as the escapee killer. After the war, he fled in order to escape prosecution as a war criminal. There are reports that he is now living in Ossia, but the truth in this remains uncertain. Sergei Karkarov, Schwartz 2, male, Yuktabanya. May 28th, 1995, Operation Battle Axe, killed in action. Assigned to the 13th Night Fighter Air Division, 6th Tactical Fighter Squadron, the Night Fighter Air Division was in fact a squad designed to assassinate deserters. Little to no information is known about the squadron. However, inquiry into its nature continues. Harald Brem, Schwartz 3, Belka. Operation Battle Axe KIA. He was shot down in battle, but his death has yet to be verified. It just went bye-bye. You shouldn't have an ad, because you're subbed. You've got a sub. Huh. Ambition on. Yep. Yeah, there's a reason why this date is significant. Oh, yeah. Connection. Oh, okay. Never mind. Sepp Bonhoff from Belka, KIA. All personal information regarding this pilot has been erased. The Night Fighter Air Division appears to have had other duties besides eliminating deserters. However, all details remain scarce. Helger Collins, Schwartz 5, from Belka, shot down. Member of the Schwartz Squadron, he is currently a member of a top-level management at Omicron Electro. Some say that Collins secretly changed his identity after the war, and that he's actually Friedrich Gelhen. Due to lack of evidence, confirmation of this is unattainable. Raphael Battenberg, Schwartz 6, KIA. He is a member of inquiry in the squadron continues. All Schwartz records were destroyed when Belka's defeat became apparent. Alexander Rostart, Belka, KIA. All information regarding this pilot, except for the fact that he was assigned to Schwartz, has been erased. His name, age, and personal registry records provided upon enrollment into the squadron remain in question. Investigation into this matter, as well as that of the squadron, continues. Maximilian Werner, Schwartz 8, from Belka, KIA. His death is yet to be verified. Due to the destruction of all Belkan public records, confirmation of his true existence remains unattainable. If alive, he poses a very dangerous risk. Wolfgang Buckner, Huckbein, from Belka, missing in action. The oldest son of a Belkan aristocratic family, he took the name of Buckner. Due to some type of violation of orders, he was attacked by Schwartz Squadron. While he was escaping, he encountered Gomflight and was shot down. Only the scarred remains of his fighter were found. His whereabouts remain unknown. Bastian Schneider, Grauswip 1, from Belka, shot down. Commander of the 13th Tactical Fighter Squadron, which was also considered the most active in the 3rd Air Division. It is also said that the squadron was heavily influenced by the Rald Party. In the past, he was reputed to be a top ace, decorated with 7 Lions Medals of Honor. Eduard Seitz, Grauswisp 2, or Grauwisp. Shot down in Mayhem. Flew in the 2nd position of the Grauwisp Squadron. He joined the squadron at its inception in 1992. On the Western Front lines, the Grauwisp Squadron shot down many OC defensive aircraft. Eduard Seitz himself shot down a record 21 planes. Rookie numbers. Leopold Klein, Grauwisp 3, killed in action. Flew in the 3rd position. Neither his plane nor body were ever recovered. In the B-7R battle alone, there were over 100 planes shot down. Due to the geography of the terrain, most of these craft have not been recovered. Stefan Zigi, or Zeig, I can't pronounce German. Grauwisp 4, KIA. Flew in the 4th position. The Grauwisp tactic is still implemented by the Belkan Air Force today, and involves the lead plane diverting the enemy while the aft twig plane is used to assault. Pops. Salsa Nikikaze. Ooh, cool. Winston Pettigrew, FOW. Operation Cannibal, June 1st, 1995. Killed in action. Part of a troop that targeted and eliminated enemy transport and commerce lines. He died on an ambush mission in Hoffnung when he was shot down by Ustio Mercenary. And finally, Christoph Horn, Vulcanwand. Missing in action, incommunicado after being shot down in the Hoffnung battle, although reports indicated that he was picked up by a Belkan freighter. The commander disavows this information. Postscript: his fiancée was filed missing in January of 1996. Really? Someone in the world, something in a cough, mentioned 100 plus planes shot down, and said pilot took part in killing. Oh, what was that about? Alright. We're gonna take the Terminator. Gonna take the XLAAs. For that reason, you're getting bombs. Why is Pixie getting bombs? No reason. At all. Shut up. Hey, look. It's Steyer Castle. And it's the docks where the ever-spawning gunboats are. It's vague and unknowable. Yep. Oh yeah, also, Pixie, you're targeting ground troops. For no reason. I want you to take care of those gunboats, Pixie.
Emergency transmission from Allied HQ. A Belkan bomber squadron equipped with nuclear weapons has taken off for Ostio.
That's not good. What gunboat, Cypher? No, nothing. Don't worry about it. I am totally not forewarned of knowledge from a future lifetime. I know if they blew everything up, that would actually be terrible. Because unbeknownst to the world at this time, the Federation of Central Usia has already discovered the Ulysses 1999X asteroid. They just haven't told anybody about it yet. Because why would they? It's only, going to threaten the entire planet of Strangereal. God fucking damn it. I know it's an eagle, but still. It's annoying. God, I like it! Son of a bitch! Let me get a good angle on you. Die, you motherfucker. Oh, hey, yellow targets. Probably wanted to avoid a panic. Yeah, okay. Works for me. I mean, with current day real strange technology, I can understand NASA keeping a giant asteroid heading to Earth quiet because we really don't have any way of stopping it. But this is Strangereal. They've got fucking laser beams and railguns. In 1995. There is no reason why the FCU had to keep it quiet. Not when they could have, built or started collaborating with, the best weapon builders at the time, fucking Belka to create a Ulysses killer. No reason at all.
How many planes are left? If we even miss one of those bombers, we lose.
Yeah. I'll deal with it. Oh, wow, they're actually close. Okay.
I won't let them do this.
Not of time.
No, we're too late. Don't be stupid. This won't solve a thing. All planes, something strange is happening. The bombers are withdrawing.
You hate your... Oh, I can actually... Yeah. Fiat loops. Oh. I didn't get that one. Where do you think Project Lehman got Blaze from? This mission. Hey. You're a little close there, Pixie. Also, where do you think Project Lehman got the HUD screw from the Cordium? Yeah, from this mission. Oh, you little bitch. Like, don't get me wrong, I like Project Wingman. However, it's clear that the writer tried to do Ace Combat Zero, but edgier. And I'm sorry, but it didn't really work that way.
We were unable to confirm if the enemy squadron you engaged was equipped with nuclear weapons. We don't know all the details yet, but multiple nuclear detonations have been verified within the Belkan border. It is also unclear whether or not Galm 2, who disappeared during the mission, is still alive. We will continue our search efforts, but at this point there's not much hope. Our communications network is still down due to the nuclear explosions. Remain on standby until conditions improve.
Okay, we can unlock the Strike Eagle and the fullback.
June 6th, 1995. I was still in school at the time, but I'll never forget the images I saw on the news that day. The Belkans set off 7 nuclear explosions on their own soil. Maybe their old militaristic leaders couldn't stand the idea of Allied forces invading their land, and declared to the world that the land to the north was the Holy Land of Belka. According to official records, more than 12,000 people died. It was a grand self-sacrifice that engulfed all.
I'm pretty
The
sure
only
they
thing
didn't
remaining
warn the people that were living
was
there
the
at the
desolate
time.
landscape.
And doom their people.
How did
Yep.
the people of Belka feel about what they saw?
Thanks, Hard Book.
And what did he think of it when he looked down on it from the sky?
Lying and Deceit. Operation Stone Age, 1600 hours, June 13th, 1995, Mount Shrim. Mercenary Cypher, I don't know what he'd think,
We have
but
discovered
Soldier
remaining
and
enemy
Knight
troops gathered in the Yaring mine area in
Cypher
northwest
would be
Belkan.
appalled at what just happened.
Numerous divisions of the Belkan army refuse to accept the change in government and are disobeying the command to disband. Your mission is to clear out the remaining Belkan troops, and if the reports are accurate, there are still plenty of them.
Nice.
The Higher Lark base, located in
Or Cypher.
Ocean territory,
Pixie,
has
when
been
I
arranged
find
for
you,
your
you're
refueling.
dead.
If your tank is low,
Soldier,
go
Cypher,
there and
damn
they'll
you,
help
Larry. I
out.
thought we were a
To
team.
compensate for the losses in Golem Team, Crow Team will be joining you. We're counting on your best performance yet.
Oh, so enemies got some typhoons. Okay, that's fine. Alright, so... Still short for the Wyvern by a lot. We might be able to buy it by the time we hit the point of no return. Buy the Tornado. We can also buy the Cannon aircraft, but we're not going to. Alright, I'm going to take a quick break, but I'm going to have the good music playing. There you go. Enjoy. Alright, I must have accidentally hit the back button when I put the headset down. Alright, let's recap this. Mind talk. Oh. Protagonist talk, okay. Yeah, when I wrote my Ace Combat fanfic or two, my rule is the protagonist doesn't talk. I mean, they talk, but I don't write their dialogue. Because I don't know. I want to continue the fact that they're kind of a self-insert character. Oh, yeah, we get PJ. There. Take that. I don't. All held the finite and infinite is unrelated. None could foresee that the history of the two would become one. Huh, they're talking about the infinite and the finite. I wonder where the parallels of Cypher being Mobius 1 came from.
Altitude restrictions canceled. Return to your mission. Good luck. Zone 1, this is PJ. I will now join you as Zone 2.
That's great.
I'll be flying under your command now. Give me orders at any time.
Alright, now do that and shut up.
It's an honor to fly as comms number 2.
What part of shut up did you not get? Don't get in my way.
And by the way, PJ stands for Patrick James. And I like to play polo. You know, the game with the horses. Maybe we should get going now.
It's about time.
The return line is located.
I am playing up Cypher as being a jackass, Ross. I actually don't mind PJ. But I figured that Cypher would kind of, or Merc Cypher would be an asshole.
I guess we won't be flying the sky.
That time PJ lets you casually. Yep, polo. Uh-huh. The poors do not play polo. I mean, the middle class doesn't play polo either.
Mercenary, haven't you learned enough?
No,
But you're not
I have not.
until you're dead.
Thank you for offering yourselves as tribute.
Release FAE bomb. These guys are well trained. They're a well disciplined group.
All right, Ross. Thank you for lurk. Have a good one.
Why would a place like that have such a large amount of armament?
So yeah, this is supposed to be a trap for unsuspecting mercs who go for the lone, unguarded yellow target.
Forces look pretty busy down there.
But for good mercs, they're like, oh, more targets. Yay! I'm gonna be rich.
Gone one. Missile launched.
Although I think even Soldier Cypher would be a little curt with PJ at this point. Because PJ is filling a role that was violently opened due to betrayal. So, Soldier Cypher probably hasn't finished processing that yet.
Weapons are almost gone. Gone one's actions are inhuman. I should be able to do that too.
Yeah, focus BJ would be the soldier. Knight would probably also kind of tell him to focus, but he'd be more protective. Yeah, I think Knight would be hesitant to trust, but he would see PJ as a fledgling that needs to be protected under his wing. Soldier would be somewhat protective too, but he might be a little bit more jaded in the fact, well, in like he'd just be like, okay, this is your trial by fire. Focus, and you'll survive. If you don't, well, that's your own fault. No real animosity, but Soldier Cypher's not gonna try and get too attached. Yeah, I think Merc Cypher would be the most antagonistic. I love how fast this thing is. It makes these giant maps so much more bearable. Okay, since we only have one flare left, keep that for mission 18.
Locked on. That is one huge facility. Warning! The enemy's locked onto you. What's that huge hangar for?
It's for a big aircraft. What do you expect? C-90. All right.
Starting the taxi. Damn, counterattacks are difficult.
What do you mean counterattacks are difficult?
The enemy threat level is down. Continue to engage. All we do is carry stuff with withdrawal.
Well, maybe you shouldn't suck so much.
Target destroyed. Our deaths will guarantee that the operation is carried out successfully.
How?
We've destroyed the hangar.
Your deaths mean you won't be able to take off.
The transport planes are preparing to leave the area.
No, they got fireballed. No, flares as in ad, or flares for the ads. Zakale. The mods can use, delay ads 3 times, in a certain time period. And colloquially, we're calling them flares. So I told Sov, who is, I think, the only mod. No, wait, Cross is here too. So I was telling Sov and Cross that don't pop the flares until mission 18. Yes, I am planning on finishing the playthrough tonight.
Warning! The enemy's locked onto you.
I mean, we're already on mission 13 of 18, so.
Don't panic. Just keep working. Radar lock. Release FAE bomb. Tank destroyed. Does the team want some hunger for sacrifices?
That's fine.
Locked on.
We're actually going to switch to the XLAAs.
Even more.
Or the axe heads.
Only two, but those fighters can take this place alone.
There it is.
Calm 1, you're close to the return line. Maintain your current heading to return to base and
Damn
resupply.
fixed. You're in Central, right, Zakale? It's only 6:40.
Altitude is too high. Push down.
I don't see this going past 8 p.m. Or do you have to get up early like I do?
Locked on. Bandits in gun range. Calm 1, missile launched. Missile off target.
Hey, BJ actually got one. Ooh, make the one ricey. Rice. Reese.
Locked on. Approaching gun range. Missed.
Oh shit. Down you go. EST. Oh. Okay. 4:30. Gotcha. Yeah, I feel that.
Warning, the enemy's tracking you on radar. Launch. Approaching gun range. All attack targets have been destroyed.
Okay, I don't. I'm never sure which one is pronounced I and which one is E. I think EI is I, and then IE is E.
The mission to clear out remaining Belkan resistance was a success. As to the intended purpose for using the giant hangar described in the report, rest assured that intelligence is looking into the matter.
Oh, yay. Silver Ace. The Final Overture. Operation Broom, 1600 hours, June 20th, 1995. On Fang. Which is at the northern coast of Belka.
We've received a report that remaining Belkan troops are converging on Belka's northeast coast of Anfang. The enemy is deploying land, sea, and airstrike teams. These troops refuse to accept the Belkan interim government's official capitulation and are adamantly resisting. In light of the current political situation, this mission will be a top-secret operation carried out entirely by mercenaries. The mission will be called Operation Bloom, and will be divided into 3 separate areas. The Mars strike team will attack enemy naval vessels and surface troops along the coast. The Mercury strike team will engage land units and enemy fighters that are using a tunnel as a makeshift airbase. The Jupiter strike team will be responsible for maintaining air superiority after the Mars and Mercury teams have completed their
We're going with Mars, because ships give out
This
more
operation
money.
will begin at 1600, when the capitulation ceremony takes place in Lumen. Mars team will strike first, followed by Mercury and then Jupiter.
Yeah, that's the only reason I know most of my Deutsch.
Choose carefully which team you
It's
wish
due to COD zombies.
That is all.
Nice. Alright, so we're going with Mars because ships pay a lot of money. Alright. Ace style. So Katana middle. Oh, look how shiny. We got the silver ace. Reward for destroying 500 enemies. And then for the assault record. Alright. Hans Frey Reese. Operation Stone Age, June 13th, 1995. Shot down. Was shot down in the vicinity of the Slim Mountain on June 13th, 1995. Because of the wounds sustained from this incident, he moved away from the front line. He currently lives with his relatives in Edelburg, North Ossia. Harvey Lakoff, also from Belka. Grani Squadron. He shot down. After the fall of Belka, he fled to Ossia, where he shot a police officer during questioning and absconded. Great. Lakoff's prints and DNA were found on a soda can at the scene, currently a fugitive. Okay, I think we'll get the Wyvern at the very... I don't know if we'll get it this mission. We might. But I know we'll definitely get it by the end of the XBO. God, I love this sortie music. Just gonna wish he was here. Ships this big pay out nicely. Exactly. No return line though, so I gotta be careful with bombs.
We're broadcasting live from the signing ceremony here in Lumen. Senior officials from each nation have come here in hopes of a peaceful solution.
Sure you will. Just make sure I get paid first.
Today's signatures will ratify an agreement which calls for the disarmament of Belka. Belka's military forces will be reduced, and tensions
shit. Man, they really want me dead.
Nevertheless, the great war that enveloped the eastern countries and cost the lives of so many has finally come to an end.
This battle should put an end to the war.
It's almost like I'm blowing up civilian infrastructure.
A lot of firepower left. Using nukes didn't solve anything. Missile incoming! Deflect! Bandits in gun range. Warning! The enemy's tracking you on radar. Enemy ship has been sunk. Naval troops, can you hear me? Give me a status report. Locked on. Warning! Inbound missile! Golem 1, Fox 2. Warning! The enemy's locked onto you! Power maintenance still isn't finished. Get it done in the next 5 minutes. Fire on the deck. Fire out the window. We're sinking. Abandoned ship. Youngest to oldest. How much AC fly in this battle? Special weapons are almost gone. We are running on resume attacks. This is Golem 2. Something's wrong. There's too many to be remnant forces.
That just means there's more money on the table. Come here, Tornado. I have no idea how to pronounce your name.
Gun range. Missed.
Why, hey?
Nice kill.
Oh, there's the Aegis. I knew there was going to be an Aegis. Yeah.
Aerial attacks have made it too difficult to resume fighting. Retreating from combat waters.
You ain't going nowhere.
Don't let them interfere with the
Oh no, you ain't going nowhere. I got you for 3 minutes of playtime. R.I.P. Macho Man Randy Savage.
Warning! The enemy's tracking you on radar.
Are they? Are they really?
The enemy fleet has been eliminated. All naval threats are gone. Release FAE bomb.
That's fine. Oh yeah, that's right. W's are V's.
Why are they still fighting? Why don't they understand?
Understand what? Oh yeah.
Enemy ground forces have been defeated. All ground threats
Screw
are gone.
asymmetry.
The Belkan remnant forces have been completely eliminated. Well done.
There we go.
Ground
There's the
team.
boom. It's like, where's the kaboom?
Is a day of hope.
Where's the earth-shattering
Between
kaboom?
different countries will be greatly reduced.
This is no remnant resistance. This war's not over yet.
Good. I still get paid. Again, I'm playing up Merc Cypher.
Thanks to your help, the operation was a success. The ceremony was also conducted without any trouble. We are still investigating why so many enemy forces were converging together, but have succeeded in cutting off the remaining resistance forces from the rest of the Belkan army.
Okay, we got the F-35C, and we got a new color for the Tornado, GR4.
June 20th, 1995. A treaty declaring a cessation of hostilities was signed in Lumen, a city on the border of South Belka and Osea. It was a one-sided
This
treaty that heavily
totally
favored
a
the borders of the affected countries
full
that
plot
flourished greatly
reference
over the
to
past
the Treaty
years
of Versailles.
finally settled down at the cost of many human lives. The battlefield shifted to the tables, and the politicians from all countries squabbled with each other over the rights to the underground natural resources, the initial cause of this war. 6 months passed without any developments. 6 months of void. I focused on this time period for the hidden truth laid there. And I learned that my pursuit of him was not a mistake.
The Talon of Ruin. Operation Valkyrie, 1510 hours. December 25th, 1995. Christmas Day. Merry Christmas, everybody!
The top officers
It's time for your
of Belkan
presents.
pulled a coup d'etat.
Bombs!
Calling their organization a world with no boundaries, the forces bombed the city of Lumen, where the cessation of hostilities treaty was signed, using a giant gunship codenamed XBO. Your mission is to pursue the XBO and... Wait. We've just received an emergency transmission from the control tower. Unidentified aircraft are approaching our base. Scramble all planes. Quick, there's no time. Get into the air immediately.
Immediately he says, okay, let's check our assault record here. See who we killed. Or shot down. Don't you have to go up in the air? Yeah, they'll wait. Alright. Zoltan Kill. From Belka. Operation Mars, KIA, June 20th, 1995. Active on the western front lines near the end of the Belkan War, already superior in ground battle, he is credited with shooting down 7 planes during the Milo operation. He died in action the day after Belka surrendered, far out in the Sea of Enfant. Alright. Can we buy... No, but we'll definitely be able to after this mission, I hope. Why do they wait? Bro, wait for the marker in action. Actually. I'm testing a theory. If I get rid of that... I can buy the Wyvern! But aren't you gonna do the FOB? No! Alright, QAMs are gonna require that much. And actually, that's fine. The XO2 Wyvern. Technically, this isn't actually built yet, but whatever. And if at the next mission I can't buy the QAM or XAGM, I'm gonna go ahead and sell the Terminator. Fucking Wyvern. Oh, that looks big, but compared to the a Guion, that thing's a baby. Why wouldn't it be the Golem team? I'm your highest earner.
Emergency launch!
TV choices. Welcome back for us. Dude, where's my respect? Exactly. Usually in these games that's beautifully averted. Because about halfway through the game you get your Red Baron title. Like in this game it's Demon Lord of the Round Table. So we get a flu so the guy can soar. Yeah.
I equipped this plane myself. Bring it back in one piece.
I stole it from the EASA.
Ground zero. No signs of life.
Our base has suffered extensive damage. Comm team, we're counting on you. Warning, unknown craft on radar. Initiate operation.
We have to go into battle.
Oh boy, Espada. We'll purchase a shitload of money. What's the difference? Shitload of blood money. Yeah.
Target XPO sighted. Espada 1 to Espada 2. It's time to stop the Demon Lord.
Good luck!
Roger. Lead the way.
You're not dealing with the average strange rail pilot anymore. I have ascended and become the legend. The legend that you fear. I have become the protagonist.
Wait, we're engaging friendly aircraft. These are 7 fighters.
Oh, how shame for you.
They're going crazy. Sorry, but I'm going back first. I'll be waiting in the usual spot.
Should have bailed out. He did. And you're next.
I'll shoot down the Demon Lord on my own.
That's funny. You're funny. Ice Vogel. Or Ice Vogel. Vogel. Whatever.
Launch! Launch!
Yeah, Cypher just snagged a bandit. Nice kill.
Alright, get back here, you big flying target. I see Zoller signs.
Locked on. Fox 2. XBO will be out of combat airspace in 20 miles. Move it. Radar lock.
That's a lot of guns.
Radar lock. Northern getting close. One shot down, it's all over.
I'm already in close.
What's happening with damage control?
What damage control?
Locked on.
You're not controlling your damage. I am controlling your damage.
Box 2.
And I say have some more.
All anti-air weapons on the upper half of XBO have been destroyed. Way to go. Switch hydraulic system to line B.
Yeah, that's not gonna work.
Missile hit. Cyber's unstoppable. He's gonna destroy everything inside.
Damn right I am.
Get some attacks in around the XBO cockpit. That should mess up his steering. The XBO has been stripped of all defenses. Take her out, Golf
The
Team.
XBO has been stripped of all defenses as it fires 2 missiles at me.
Shack on the target. The XBO's taking a death blow. It was Cypher. Cypher did it.
It couldn't even be the Gom team. Fuck you. Have my pay ready when I land.
The rest is up to you. There's a coded message on the radio. Decrypting message. Yo, buddy, you still alive? Yes.
So, Pixie's still alive. He's gonna regret betraying me. There's the boom. Have my pay ready by the time my wheels touch down. And I want triple.
Thanks to you, the XBO has been shot down. However, our base was heavily damaged in the surprise attack.
I fail to see that's my
The squadron
problem.
that you engaged consisted of Sappan and Osean fighters. We're currently investigating the situation. Once we determine the location of the renegade organization, we will launch a counterinsurgency operation.
Okay, we got the Rafale. And we got new colors for the Rafale and that. And we got Ragnarok. Demon of the Round Table. Operation Thunderbolt, 1100 hours. December 31st, 1995. B7R. Here it is, the end game, boys and girls.
We have confirmed that the aircraft that attacked our base belonged to the major rebel organization, A World with No Boundaries. This highly organized renegade army is comprised of soldiers from numerous countries.
Numerous
Osean,
countries,
Sappan, and of course
namely
Belkan.
3.
They are believed to possess a massive
Belka,
arsenal of
Sappan,
weapons.
Osea.
The coup forces are gathered at Mund, in northern Belgium,
Mund.
where they've confiscated the Avalon Dam facility from the Belkan army. What's worse, we've discovered that this facility houses an experimental V2 weapon. Unfortunately, it took us a long amount of time to uncover this information due to the facility's location beneath the dam's waters. Proceed immediately to Avalon, destroy the V2 weapon. Note that B7R blocks your route from Valais Air Base to Mund. You will
Probably.
most likely encounter fierce resistance from the coup forces.
Yuktobania, though, didn't really do much in the war. It was primarily Osea, Sappan, and Ustio that were the allied forces.
This mission will succeed upon the destruction of the V2 in the target area and your safe return to base.
I think Yuktobania kind of offered
Anything else is unacceptable.
funds and arms. They're kind of far away to really provide troops. Okay, so I'm pretty sure that from here on out, we don't go back to the hangar. So whatever we pick for our weapons, that's what we got to take for the last 3 missions. Alright, medals. Sword. Ragnarok. Destroy the XBO. Assault records. Marcela Vasquez, Espada 2, female, Sapin. Shot down Christmas 1995, Operation Valkyrie. She was formerly assigned to the Espada Squadron of the Sapin Air Force. There are rumors that she joined the coup d'etat forces before the end of the war, but it is unverified. She was shot down by a Golem flight while escorting the XBO and became a dancer after the war. Alberto Lopez, Espada 1, male, Sapin. Operation Valkyrie, Christmas 1995. Missing in action. He was paired with Marcela Vasquez in the Sapin Air Force and was rumored to have a deep personal relationship with her as well. He went MIA after his plane was shot down by a Golem flight while escorting the XBO. Is there a remake of Ace 5 and Ace here really need to address? Who was really in the war and who was on the sidelines? Yeah. Yeah. Andreas Reisky, Icevogel 1, KIA. Lead pilot of Icevogel Squadron. Motive behind joining the coup d'etat is unknown. There is evidence that he was in contact with the Progressive Party known as RALD. Currently, this is still under investigation. He was from Belka, obviously. Jeffrey Bogard, Icevogel 2, from Belka. Operation Valkyrie, KIA. Pilot of the second plane in Icevogel Squadron. Motive behind the joining the coup d'etat is unknown. As a friend of Commander Reisky, he shared his strong political ideologies. This is confirmed by former Belkan soldiers. All right. Not enough. Not enough. Alright, so. If I sell the Terminator, I can probably buy one of these. Which would be more useful? Or should I keep with the Darkfire XLAAs? Since there's enough of you, I'm going to go ahead and do a democracy thing. Okay. Which... What? Alright. SP weapon. XLAA. QAAM. XAGM. Note that if we go with the QAM or the XAGM, we're going to have to sell the Terminator. If we go with the XLAA, we can keep the Terminator. Alright. There you go. Poll is live. Zakale, the XAGMs would be for Avalon, not for Pixie. Remember, we're doing 3 missions in 1. We get rearmed every time, or at the end of each mission, but we don't get to switch our weapons. And there's no return line. cannons. That's kind of what I was thinking. It's going to make Avalon harder, but... Avalon is easy enough for that scene. Yeah, the really hard part about Avalon is the locks that once you kill the first target, it splits up into 4. I can have trouble with that sometimes, so I do like having an anti-ground special weapon, like, you know, an FAEB, to just go boom. All of them done, but still. Well, it looks like we're going to be taking the archers. Yep, archer. Okay. So I'm going to have to sell the Terminator. And we'll buy the QAM. We can also buy the XAGM. That's awesome. Alright. That'll be useful in the next playthrough. Alright, XO2 Wyvern. R73 Archer. And you're going to stick with the AIM 120 AMRAM. Alright, let's fight Sorcerer Squadron.
Your final sortie. All right, launch preparations complete. I'll be back.
Sure you will. Okay. Want to bet? Raz, that's mean.
Pass through B7R. It's an awful place, but the fastest shortcut. Maintain concourse.
Too bad Sly's not here. He'd probably enjoy this, seeing me beat Zero with his baby.
Enemy aircraft detected close to area B7R. There's no time to change course. Eliminate enemy forces in the round table and break through it. They have different ID signals in Belkan.
OC Air Defense Force 8th Air Division, whatever. 32nd Technical Fighter Squadron. Sorcerer.
Don't even think about heading back. So you're the Demon Lord. I've been waiting for this.
Jet? Is that you?
These aren't friendly craft. They're coup d'etat forces. Come on, Ocean Aircraft. Can't you read your IFM? We're allies, not enemies.
They're shooting at us. They know exactly who we are. They want to kill us. But that is playing with them.
There's no meaning in the round table anymore. What are you fighting for? The battle to realign the borders is moved to the meeting boardroom. Those lines will build a new future. Those lines will give birth to new conflict. What do you mean?
I mean, you're both right. But getting rid of boundaries won't help either. Because as Pixie will later say, the only way that there can be peace is for people to trust each other. But that will never happen. Yep, Bo Billingsley, yeah, exactly. He's also the voice actor for Marcus Snow, aka Swordsman in Ace 5. And he's the Colonel for Mother Goose 1 in Ace 7.
Miss the target. Locked on. Launch. Approaching gun range.
You must be Palmer himself. Or not.
All planes, if you're going down, drag him down with you.
Speak for yourself. Humanity's great ideal army is losing to a lowly nerd like me. How pathetic.
Missile evaded. Enemy forces have suffered considerable damage. Comm team, you're almost there.
You're gonna need to do a lot better than that, Palmer.
Does he plan to shoot us all down?
That's the idea. I mean, I didn't have to,
Enemies locked onto you.
but since you decided to invade my airspace, you became paychecks.
Missile launched.
Fox 2. Take him out one by one.
Bandits in gun range. Missile launched.
I won't let them take the sky.
Down you go.
The king who sleeps in Avalon will become the new hero.
Yeah, if these were Ace 4 QAMs,
Enemy planes are down. There has been no change in plans. Stay on course to target.
this battle would have been like 5 minutes shorter.
I'll follow Cypher to the end.
That king is Cypher, actually. Yep.
It looks like you've made it through. An Allied Forces squadron approaching from a different route should be arriving at the rendezvous point any time now. You can't return to base yet. After refueling in flight, proceed to Avalon and destroy your target.
Aircraft. F-15 SMTD. We got the source for color. And we got the source for assault records. Not that we can actually see it yet. The Valley of Kings, Operation Point Blank, 1500 hours, December 31st, 1995. New Year's Eve. Avalon
I'll
Dam.
transmit the latest data we've received from the Allied forces. According to this, the dam is protected by an intensive anti-aircraft defense network. To deal with this, the Allied squadron will draw anti-aircraft fire to itself in the skies. Meanwhile, GOM team will join the Allied squad's Avalon Dam strike team and approach the target at low altitude through the canyon. That's
Wouldn't
the
be an
only
Ace
way
Combat
to
game
get
without a
the
canyon mission.
If you destroy the V2 launch control facility, you should
Also
be able
wouldn't
to
be
stop
an
the
Ace
weapon from
Combat
being
game without a
fired.
tunnel mission.
The V2 will probably be equipped with a nuclear warhead.
Probably.
The destruction caused by its single warhead will most likely dwarf the damage inflicted by that tactical nuclear attack before. All the Allied forces will be mobilized for this full-scale operation. It seems this war doesn't want to come to an end. We must stop the V2 launch. Hurry!
This particular
Pilots, check your plane and prepare for refueling.
Yeah.
1 mile to refueling craft. Yards to go. 100 yards to go. Up. You're pretty good, GOM 1.
All right, here we go.
GOM team, keep low to the water on your approach to Avalon. You'll be shot down if you fly high. Get to the enemy fortress. Once you're close, increase altitude and fly over the dam. This is PJ. If I'm with you, I know I can do it. I'll follow your lead. It's the GOM team. We've been waiting for you. Follow us. We'll escort you to Avalon. You passed the first bridge. Calm down. GOM isn't the only team that can fight.
You sure about that? Ow, fuck.
Don't let them down. Hurry, but keep it cool. My left wing's hit. Sorry. Service force pulling up.
Sam's from behind.
You passed the second bridge.
Hold on. So how does the wyvern yell without the rooster lights extended? I have no idea.
You passed the third bridge. If we can just make it through here. Stay on alert. We have to stop them somehow. 2 planes are through. Who made it through? Come on. All planes, you're on the attack above. GOM team will handle the V2. We're gonna stop it no matter what. I never want to see that man land again. V2 is ready for liftoff. Beginning countdown. 10 minutes to V2 launch. There are 3 launch control devices positioned at the base of the dam. Destroy them all.
Okay, here we go. Into the tunnel.
We will carry out the new creation of destruction through the power of righteousness. Territories, peoples, authorities, all will be liberated. This is the new state.
So is Bristow
Nations nor
the
nationalities
leader of the World Without Boundaries, or is
will
that
erase
Anton?
these unnecessary borders. The world with no boundaries will pen a new story. The world will change.
Freaking Anton. Okay. Don't bring in that movie. I don't want to die. Ow. Damn right I'm here. Fuck you. Alright, second pass.
I have to stop them from launching the V2. Can't let them destroy the world. Radar lock.
Fuck your Sams. Alright. See here. I don't want to gamble.
The control facility barriers are halfway closed. Move it, Golf Team. Box 2. Our facilities have been damaged. I'm detaching a module section. Bandits and gun range.
Fucking hell. Alright, I need to go get that ace.
Our facilities have suffered additional damage. We've lost the stabilizer.
There we go. There's a way out.
Locked on.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
Launch. Launch.
There we go.
Come on, just bagged a bandit. Locked on. Sam destroyed. And shooting them out of the sky isn't gonna be easy. At least keep them company. Open the pressure valves. Radar lock. Come on, shot down a bandit. 5 minutes to V2 launch.
Alright. No more playing with the food. I was mainly doing it for the assault record completion. Not necessarily for the paycheck this time.
Must be the demon lord. Box 2. All V2 control facilities have been destroyed.
Alright.
We did it! We stopped the V2 launch!
No, I'm gonna be rich.
Sniper, PJ, stand by.
Navarro's finally over. I got a girlfriend back at the base. I'm gonna propose to her when I get back. I even bought flowers.
Warning, unknown target approaching at high speed.
Hurry, hurry! Ah! Dang it!
You probably shouldn't have done that.
So, have you found a reason to fight yet? Buddy.
Yeah. My reason is killing you. You backstabbing traitor. 0. 15:10 hours. New Year's Eve, 1995. Avalon Dam. Without beginning or end, the ring stretches into the infinite. What's up, Ace of Aces? Welcome to Stram. God, I love this music.
Activation of nuclear silo. Com team, continue your mission. Engage. Stand by. We're analyzing the situation.
I honestly believe that 0. Oh shit! Is Keiken Kobayashi's magnum opus.
Those who survive a long time on the battlefield start to think they're invincible. I bet you do too, buddy.
Shit! Ow! Fucking hell! I have no idea how to dodge that.
Phase 1 analysis
Oh good, the laser's done.
Transmission from enemy craft detected. He's controlling launch.
As much as I love Liberation of Grace Maria, 0 captures... It's a lot more emotional. The emotional impact is a lot more personal for 0.
That's what V2 is for.
Shit balls. Ow! Damn it.
Gun 1 is going down.
Alright. I knew this would be hard.
Confirmed reactivation of nuclear silo. Com team, continue your mission. Engage. Stand by. We're analyzing.
Like I said, I have no idea how to dodge that damn TLS.
Shoot down the enemy. I'll run a plane analysis and fill you in ASAP.
Those who survive a long time on the battlefield start to think they're invincible. I bet you do too, buddy.
Alright, TLS is done.
Phase 1 analysis complete. Transmission from enemy craft detected. He's controlling the V2 launch.
Get far enough enough. Oh. Okay. Also, this fight, I think, is hands down the best named Ace fight in the series. I would even say it's better than Kings. Because while Kings has the spectacle, Zero has the emotion. Ow, ow. Yeah, and you're gonna be dying. Son of a bitch. Now, when we do the other paths, I'm gonna be acting different. But I believe that Mercenary Cypher wants to kill Pixie. Song Terras gris revela ipsum Terras gris revela. All right, it's the meantime. Too bad, buddy. This twisted game needs to be reset. He'll start over from zero with his V2 and entrust the future to the next generation. Mission start. Demon Lord of the Round Table, I pray for your success. Come on, joust me, you coward! Come on, 1v1 me, bro. Head to head. It's time. For fuck's sake, man. Do you want distance? Fine. I'll give you fucking distance. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Terras gris revela ipsum scenace soria Catho gris revela Damn it! Fucking stealth thing. Weapon base. Oh yeah, getting him to fucking joust me is annoying. There we go! Iconic shot. Alright, Ross. Have a good night.
Mission accomplished, Cypher. Come on, let's go back home. You wouldn't want to keep anyone waiting for you.
So good not even. I know, I saw my bullets bounce off. It's fucking bullshit, man. Talk about plot armor.
So this is the hidden truth about the war. And this is where his trail ends as well. The impact of the
30th
7 nuclear
November
detonations on
2005.
the world's psyche was great. Those who witnessed the
Thank you,
went on
Ace
to
of Aces,
organize a
for
global
the
arms
gift
reduction.
sub. Slav is
Perhaps
now
without
free from
admonishing
ad jail.
Furthermore, the existence of V2 was concealed. The events that occurred after the war faded from people's memories.
So Kelly've got a
And
Discord?
these men
I
were
didn't know
also
that.
sealed away from history. Maybe this was one path to achieve peace. And here the curtain falls on this story. However, that does not mean their own stories came to an end.
A nation is comprised of the individuals who live in its borders. It can only become
By the
a
way,
nation
fun
once
fact,
it's supported by those individuals.
The guy that
Mercenaries
voiced
who cross lines of allegiance
Fleischer
for money
here
have no
also
country to
voices
protect.
Knocker in Ace 7.
They only fight for their own power and fame. But if that was the case, then why did I lose to him?
Because you're not as good
Maybe
as me.
not having the burden of a nation allows you to fly faster.
Whatever helps you cope, man.
I bailed out and landed here. The captain was gone. I've lived a comfortable life since then, and I probably have him to thank for that. They ring the bells here at dusk to honor the liberation of the capital. It signals
okay.
peace, but to me, they are the sounds of death.
Is the man still alive? Though I guess it's hard for bad guys like us to die. The real heroes always manage to die first. But guys like him, Solo Wing, and me, we live the rest of our lives in hell. But then again, being alive is proof that we were good.
Gran Rigigos happened 20th of
Marcela
October
Vasquez,
2005.
the Espada Team's number 2 and former member of the Sapan Air Force, 9th Air and Land Division, 11th Tactical Fighter Squadron. She is thought to be a survivor of the
I mean,
Kurokawa Squadron.
yeah, he deserted.
She currently earns a living as a dancer.
If the Demon Lord hadn't appeared, our lives might have been different. For me, it wasn't about flying or ideals. Most of all, it was about him, my flight lead. Our mission was to escort the heavy command cruiser that was to act as transportation for the organization. And the Demon Lord appeared, as if to block our path. I will never forget his overwhelming power. One by one, my comrades were shot down, and then the mother bird we were supposed to protect.
Kaboom.
I returned alive from that battlefield, and I returned to this city where I grew up. I left the organization, too. I never went back to the sky again. There's no meaning there now that he's gone. He died in that fight. But I don't blame anyone. The regret and suffering that remained after that battle were also what he had given me. They're among the precious few things he left behind.
Alred, Ostia, October 31st, 2005.
Anthony Palmer, former lieutenant of the Ocean Air Defense Force, 8th Air Division, 32nd Tactical Fighter Squadron. He's been missing for some time, along with Captain Bristow of the same unit, since the decisive Battle of Valdreich. Captain Bristow is rumored to be one of the founding members of A World with No Boundaries. Palmer's ties to the captain have led many to believe that he is a high-ranked individual within the group. He currently works for an insurance company based in Auerland, the capital city.
Goes from one evil to another.
Demon Lord was right. Everything he touched fell apart. I thought I was watching magic. When I was in the military, they called me an ace too. I got medals for my actions on numerous battlefields. I never felt fear toward an opponent. The same went for my ideals. I wasn't afraid to take on even an entire country. But when I was fighting him, something felt different. At first, I didn't know what it was. It wasn't until I noticed my hands shaking on the flight stick that I realized. It was fear. It's embarrassing, but once I felt that, I couldn't fly anymore. I felt guilt toward my companions at the time. There's always a war somewhere, and I'm sure he's on some battlefield somewhere fighting even now. He'll always have a place to live.
Brother in Arms, the Yuzian Continent, Belarus, November 25th, 2005.
Larry Falk, also known as Solo Wing Pixie. GALM Team's number 2, and member of the Ustio Air Force, 6th Air Division, 66th Air Force Unit. That's right. This man was his buddy, and his enemy.
This interview
I should have died that day.
Is so powerful.
But I didn't. I dragged my wounded body and reached ground zero of the nuclear detonations. A barren, empty land. I felt an unbearable sadness when I witnessed that landscape. There were still people living there. They were the ones that saved me. It may be true that the world has no need of borders, but would getting rid of them really change anything? The world won't change for the better unless we trust people. Trust is vital in a peaceful world, but that will never happen. I'm still on the battlefield. Right now I'm near a border. I want to see for myself what borders really mean, and what their volition really is. I may not find what I'm looking for, but I still want to try. Anyway, that's what I've come to believe, and I think that's enough. Will he see this video? If you do meet him, give him a message for me. Yo, buddy. Still alive? And thanks, friend. See you again.
The Demon Lord of the Round Table. A warrior who soared through the Belkan War, inspiring both fear and admiration. His presence filled the skies for but a few short months before he disappeared. Apart from that, nothing is known about him. I was never able to find out what kind of a person he really was. But whenever they talked about him, they always had a slight smile on their faces. That, perhaps, may be my answer.
And thus, the mercenary path of Ace Combat Zero comes to a close. But, unlike every other AIDS combat game, there's multiple ways to play the Belkan War. So while one path closes, another one will open. Start out with Soldier, went to Merc, and then just never looked back. Yeah, you can. Barely see Cypherland. And I think we got solid S ranks all the way through. SP New Game is available in campaign mode. Free Mission is available in campaign mode. Scene Viewer is available in the gallery. Music Player is available in the gallery. We unlocked the FA-22A, and the Mercenary color is available for all planes. Medals: the Gold of Anwen, Mercenary Ace, Supreme Mercenary, and new assault records. Alright, so we'll go over the assault records. Alright. Our medals. We got the Gold of Anwen, awarded for destroying the enemy fortress at Avalon. Mercenary Ace, awarded for aggressively destroying enemy assets and inflicting massive damage as a Mercenary Ace. And then Supreme Mercenary, awarded for aggressively destroying enemy assets and inflicting maximum damage as a true Mercenary Ace. Alright. See you, Sigale. Have a good night. I'm going to be shortly behind you. Assault records. Alright. Anthony Palmer, Sorcerer 1 from Osea. Missing in action. Although he became a first lieutenant in the Osean Air Defense Force after joining the Air Force in the 80s, he joined the coup d'etat forces right before the end of the war. He was shot down in B7R, and his whereabouts are currently unknown. Darren Knowles, Sorcerer 2 from Osea KIA. He joined the coup d'etat forces along with the squadron leader, Palmer, and was shot down in a dogfight in B7R. He's believed to have died on impact when his parachute caught fire after ejecting from the plane. That's a hell of a way to go. Gregory Brown, Sorcerer 3 from Osea, shot down. He was missing in action after a dogfight B7R, but was arrested at the Apito International Airport in April of 2003, suspected of passport violation. Austin Winters, Sorcerer 4 from Osea, KIA. He first joined the infantry, but transferred to the Air Force with the Rearmament Declaration in 1990 and became a pilot. When he joined the coup d'etat forces is unknown, but since he came with a recommendation of his squadron leader Palmer, it is believed he had early contacts with the group. Mario Valdez, Sorcerer 5, KIA. He was a natural pilot who graduated the military academy with top honors and sortied over 100 times during the Belkan War. There are no reports of any misconduct during his service in the military, and his reasons for joining the coup d'etat forces are also unclear. Stephen Edmonds, Sorcerer 6, KIA. He joined the coup d'etat forces with the declaration of the ceasefire and was shot down during a dogfight in B7R. He had strong political views even when he was serving in the Air Force and was seen during the Texel Archipelago demonstrations. Charles Andrews, Sorcerer 7, KIA. Belka did nothing wrong. Starscream, they did everything wrong. They nuked themselves. He was the vice chairman of the political group known as the Patriotic Front, who promoted the ideology against superpower favoritism while he was a university student. He left the group after questioning the increasing violence in the group's activity and left the school to join the OC Air Defense Force. Todd Berry, Sorcerer 8, missing in action. He joined the Belkan Air Force at 22. His official record showed that he sortied over 500 times in his career with 38 confirmed kills. He left his family after the ceasefire and joined the coup d'etat forces. His current whereabouts. Why did it say the Belkan Air Force? He's from Osea. I think that's a mistype. Mary let Shamrock's wife die. No, Estavakia killed Shamrock's wife and daughter. It happened in the initial stage of the attack. But then again, you weren't paying attention, A6, were you? Don't come in here and question the deep A6 lore with me, Starscream. I was there when it was written. Anyway, Paul Rummeridge from Belka. Operation Point Blank KIA. A former test pilot for the Belkan Air Force, after the ceasefire, he stole cutting-edge weaponry which was later used by the coup d'etat forces. From the surveillance video, it was determined that Rummeridge was the perpetrator. Viktor Metalev, Scion, male from Yuktabanya. Killed in action. Upon investigation after the war, it was discovered that Metalev had led several to defect from the Yuktabanian Air Force, and his personal history was found to be completely falsified. As a result, the autopsy results did not match any of his records, and the body was returned to Yuktabania as unidentified. Larry Fulk, Pixie, from Belka. Operation Zero, shot down December 31st, 1995. Joined the coup d'etat forces after defecting from the Ustio mercenary unit. It is rumored that he is currently a soldier in a volunteer army in a small country, Delaware, ISAF, but nothing is confirmed. History is written by the victor. This is true. Alright. But yeah, with that, our current playthrough of Ace Combat Zero has come to a close. But don't worry. Only 20, yeah. Pixie's only 28. Although my headcanon Cypher's a lot younger. 17. But he would have lied to say he was 18. Because they did that shit in both World War I and World War II. But Wednesday, we're going to finish up RoboCop in the afternoon. And then in the evening, we're going to play some more Sniper Elite. Thursday, in the Aircraft Showcase in A7, we're going to finish up the American fighters for the base game, the F-22, the F-35, and the YF-23. Friday afternoon in Dragon Age, we're going to head to the Brazilian forest to recruit the Dalish. And then Friday night in Arkham City, we're going to finish the main story. We're basically Wonder Tower and then save Talia from the Joker. Saturday may or may not happen depending upon the status of the update that's coming out on Thursday for Cyberpunk. If the game plays, we'll play it. If it doesn't, then oh well. Also, if a certain streamer debut happens to occur on that Saturday during when I would normally stream, I am going to postpone it because I want to watch that debut. But more than likely, we'll have Cyberpunk on Saturday. Soldier will be next. Sunday, in Mass Effect 3, we're going to cure the genophage in priority Tachanka and do everything we can up to the Citadel coup. The next week in Final Fantasy X-2, we're going to infiltrate Bavel, and by infiltrate I mean storm through the front door to try and dismantle Vignagun before it can really be activated. And then next week evening, we return to Ace Combat Zero and start a new SP game. This time, we're going the soldier route. I don't know if we'll get Supreme Soldier or not, but who knows. I just want to finish as a soldier. But anyway, thank you all for joining me. I hope you had fun. And I will see you guys Wednesday. Good night.